Okay, good evening everyone. Newsman channel is here to keep you updated. I bring to you another news from Rivers State. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do well to hit on the subscribe icon and hit on the bell icon to get updated about the next video. I read the headlines now. Rivers, APC and the pens of following treacherous Judas. Rivers, APC and the pens of following treacherous Judas is Amechi. Okay, Tohi Kole, the indicted business partner of Minister of Transportation Judas is Amechi, is calling for the cancellation of the Rivers State governorship election. He released a statement at far away Abuja, the center of their treacherous plots against Rivers people. Kole is known for purchasing critical Rivers 6 state asset on behalf of his boss, Judas is Mechi. He knows very little about the sanctity of the ballot and the need to respect the will of the people. That is why he cannot comfortably call for the cancellation of a process that has been concluded, with the people of Rivers State overwhelming voting for Governor Nyesom Ezowe Wike. Okay, I'll proceed here. I'll take it slow for you guys to read it through while you drop your views, your ideas on the comment section as you watch the video. All right. A lot of things are still happening in Rivers State. As a matter of fact, PDP, APC, Wike, Amechi, and most of the top politicians are colliding within themselves, making Rivers State so hot for the citizens of Rivers State. The people that lives there are not safe. They feel so tension for the election to just come and go. Now they are waiting for the conclusion of the election, and so many people are sending text messages and a lot of news is coming. Okay, I'll continue. Shockingly, Tohi Kole is playing the outreach by thinking that by demanding for the cancellation of the result, Judas Ice Mechi will still feel him in the future. He thinks that by being the destructive monster, the AAC, APC, ARMY alliance would under the mandate of Rivers people. This will never happen. For this particular process, Tohi Kole is not a voice. His views are tainted with mischief and selfishness, premised on the direction of Judas Ice Mechi. The national chairman of Zenith Labour Party, Chief Dan Nwoyango, has made damning revelation of how the Minister of Transportation, Judas Ice Mechi, approached his party for this ugly political robbery attempted in Rivers State. The party rejected the offer and the AAC became the willing toes of his ungodly attack. Judas Ice Mechi is on a shopping spur of partner to rob Rivers people of their mandate. He is like an injured reptile seeking for criminal partner to damage the political firmament of Rivers State. He worked with the Nigerian Army and FSAS but they fell to the river on their rigging plot. Now Judas Ismechi has engaged series of idols group paid billions with one illegal message push for the cancellation of the Rivers State governorship election. He is sponsoring group to justifying the killing of Rivers people by the Nigerian army and IFSAS. He is promoting the false narrative that Rivers State should be thrown into a constitutional crisis and a solo administrator appointed. This will fail like his previous ungodly plot. Let's ask Judas Ismechi this question. Was he the only one that the federal government availed the almighty federal might? Why was he the only person that killed his people in the entire southeast? Why was he the only holder of federal might that acted with extreme desperation? Why was he the only one who made open declaration that security would be negatively used to rig election, as he did at Eleme when introducing AAC? In Akwa Ibom, Delta, Cross River, Abia, Edo, Enugu, Imo, Ebonyi, and Anambra State, the holders of federal might attempted to twist the will of their people by capitulated to the vote of the people. They never ordered federal might to kill their people or destroy their property. They wanted to win, but they were not extremely desperate. The humanity in these APC politicians checked their action. But in Rivers State, Judas Ismechi is focused on the rigging of Rivers polls, irrespective of the fact that he has been totally rejected. He is focused on disrupting the electoral process in the state, despite the fact the timelines for the conclusion of the polls are there in the public. For 4 years, Judas Ismechi attracted no federal presence to Rivers State. There is no single federal project or program that is pro-river. The east-west road has been totally abandoned. The ports have been deserted, while the Port Harcourt-Aba road is subject to political window dressing. The international wing of the Port Harcourt airport was founded by a loan obtained by former President Goodluck Jonathan, so don't mention it. Amechi used Rivers funds to finance APC national campaign in 2014-2015. He ran the state aground. The APC formed the federal government and Amechi emerged a super minister. He operated as a super minister without conversing for a single project in Rivers State. Instead, Amechi spent his time of influencing the marketing Rivers State. At every turn, Judas Ismechi offered roadside reason why Rivers State must remain neglected by the APC federal government. Rivers people watched in anger as they were marginalized by the APC federal government for 4 years. They rely on Governor Wike for projects, programs, empowerment, and defense of the state. But whenever it comes to election, Judas Ismechi prompt up like a vicious reptile with horrible venom. He manifested during the rerun election with over 60,000 security personnel. The FSAS led that onslaught. In 2019, he returned with a combined team of the Nigerian Army and FSAS. Judas Ismechi can invoke security force against Rivers people, but lacks the willpower to invoke projects for the people. He can mobilize all internal and external force to push for the rigging of Rivers election, but lack the capacity to engineer developmental projects to the advantage of Rivers people. To be a follower of Judas Ismechi is to turn your back on good people of Rivers State. To follow Judas Mechi is to be a firm believer in the principle of total wickedness of the fundamental of Rivers development. To follow Judas Mechi is tantamount to being a demarcator of Rivers State. I am yet to see a strong association of Judas Mechi who promotes Rivers State. I am yet to see a key follower of Amechi who promotes the sitting of federal projects in Rivers State. It is because of the negative attitude of Judas Mechi and his follower that it was easy for the APC federal government to spend 4 years without initiating and executing a single project in Rivers State. For instance, Dakuku Peter's side justified the murder of Rivers Port by the APC federal government on the so-called insecurity in Rivers State. In canvassing this irresponsible argument, Dakuku Peter's side forget that the APC federal government controlled the security agency even when the Rivers State government worked toward promoting security through the Rivers State Neighborhood Safety Corps agency. Judas Mechi and his associates switched into their destructive mode and used the Nigerian army to frustrate the establishment process. There has been no functional relationship between Judas Mechi and Rivers people. It has been the infliction of pains all the way. Nothing positive from the Judas Mechi political conglomerate. Okay, this is actually a very long video from Rivers site. It's all about the politics and all the crises and all the rumors, all the news from Rivers State.